or need my help.
No, we all need each other's help. That's why you're here.
Hello. The 9th episode of Paramount Plus' best criminal drama series, Tulsa King, Season 2, titled Triad, depicts the aftermath of Jimmy the Creek's murder. Dwight, the general, Manfredi and his team grieve the death of their buddy and business partner alongside the latter's family and community members. Even though the former mafia boss swears vengeance on Bill Bevilaqua for killing one of his men, a surprise change of events brings them together to fight a common adversary. Dwight grants Tyson Mitchell the opportunity to quench his need for vengeance with the assistance of Armand Manny Trucy, who welcomes a second chance at life and survival. Cal Thresher and Bill Bevilaqua form a partnership. Triad begins with Jimmy the Creek's funeral. Dwight Manfredi and his team attend the event and remark how much their friend will be missed. To exact revenge for the murder, the former mafia capo accepts an axe from the Native American man's relatives. The community even organized an army of men to help the general get revenge on the individual who killed Jimmy. Dwight promises to extract his revenge on Bevilaqua, which is also necessary to protect the safety of his remaining crew members. Meanwhile, the Kansas City-based gangster meets with Cal Thresher to discuss their situation. Bevilaqua cannot accept Thresher being held accountable for the series of events that put him in a vulnerable position against Dwight. He is even willing to kill the businessman because of the issues he has created through Jackie Ming. When Thresher realizes his life is in danger, he convinces the thug that he should be concerned about the Chinese Triad member before attempting to kill him. He adds that Ming will let them and Dwight fight for the kingdoms of Tulsa and Kansas City. Bevilaqua accepts this notion and begins to work with his Oklahoma counterparts to neutralize the threat. Margaret Devereaux arranges for Thresher to meet with Dwight and Bevilaqua. When her ex-partner attempted to buy her out, the owner of Fenario Ranch was forced to sell a portion of the property's shares to the businessmen. Since Ming is the new owner of Thresher's properties, the latter informs Margaret that the former is interested in the ranch. She becomes concerned and tells Dwight about the situation, and he agrees to discuss the threat of the Triad member with his two opponents for her sake. Chicky Invernizzi has an opportunity to prove his worth. Chicky Invernizzi lives a peaceful life at home due to the New York Mafia family's lack of confidence in him. He discreetly mulls on how he was kicked out of the crime scene leadership in New York City, only to be approached by his former capo, Vince Antonacci. Vince informs Chicky that bringing Dwight back into the fold will allow him to reclaim his position as the New York Mafia's leader. The families regard the general as an overlooked cash cow, and they will be pleased if Chicky can persuade the former Mafia capo to make a deal with them. Chicky does not see the necessity to reconcile with Dwight. He still sees the general as a nuisance who should be eradicated. The former Mafia leader even asks Vince why they can't simply assassinate Tulsa's new ruler and end the situation. The consignee is fine with his former boss's strategy. He believes Tulsa is not theirs as long as Dwight owns the city. He is willing to do whatever the Invernizzi leader asks if it means adding the Oklahoma region to the New York Mafia's domain. Chicky then leaves for Tulsa to carry out the plan. Tyson Mitchell satisfies his thirst for vengeance. After stealing $500,000 from Dwight Manfredi, Armand Manny Trucy plans to flee Tulsa. However, he refuses to leave the city, knowing that his previous boss will pursue him for turning against him. He subsequently shows up at Jackie Ming's marijuana farm and informs him that the general is aware of the Triad member's attempt on his life. Manny offers to bring Ming to Dwight and assassinate the old Mafia capo. He wants to guarantee his future, knowing that his previous boss isn't after him. The Triad member likes the offer because he wants to incorporate the general's ventures into his realm. Manny leads Ming and his troops to the Fenario Ranch after informing him that Dwight is most vulnerable when he is with his partner, Margaret. The former Mafia capo and his pals, including Cal Thresher and Bill Bevilaqua, warmly greet the Triad member. His Native American men defeat the Chinese army, remove the corpses from the premises, and leave Ming with Dwight. He removes Jimmy's axe and hands it to Tyson, who deserves to kill the guy who attempted to murder both him and his father, Mark Mitchell. The offer astounds the right-hand man, but his devotion to his father does not prevent him from murdering Ming. When Bigfoot buries Ming's body, Goody and Mitch question Dwight about how he was able to set up the trap for the Chinese soldiers. He confesses that Manny came to him with his money, willing to die for the mistake he made. The general's ideals indicate that everyone deserves a chance to do things right, unless they are murderers. Thus, the former Mafia capo allows Manny to correct his error, only for the latter to draw Ming to the trap established at the Fenario Ranch. Dwight even pledges to speak with Margaret about employing him back. Given the enormous favor she gained from him, she may not have had much trouble forgiving her former employer, especially since Spencer left the property to pursue her dreams. Thank you for watching.